In an alternate universe, the mayor of New York City could have called this mansion home. One of the few places, by the way, that kind of makes Gracie Mansion look a bit like a shack. This is the former mansion of Charles Schwab, a man who worked his way up from a teenage laborer to an executive at U.S. Steel under Andrew Carnegie. Schwab built this mansion on Riverside Drive and 74th Street on the site of the former New York Orphan Asylum in 1906. This was one of the largest mansions anywhere in New York City at the time, made of pink granite, which all these old pictures just don't give it credit for. This also included his own personal organ with an organ player that he paid $10,000 a year to play for him. He would lose most of his fortune in the stock market crash of 1929 and would end up dying penniless about a decade later. Because he couldn't afford the taxes, he first tried to sell the mansion and then give it to the city of New York. He wanted it to be used for the mayoral residence, something that Robert Moses agreed with him on. However, the mayor at the time was Fiorello LaGuardia. LaGuardia was a reform-minded candidate. He did not want to leave his East Harlem tenement that he lived in and could not see himself living in a place that was that opulent. It took World War II to drag him kicking and screaming to Gracie Mansion in the first place. Because this was no longer going to be used for the mayoral residence, the city of New York couldn't afford the upkeep, so they decided to tear it down. And now in its place, we have the Schwab Houses apartment building.